reprogramming the subconscious mind. This is not hard. This is not monumental. Reprogramming your subconscious is so simple because your subconscious is the slave. I hate to use that word, but I want to reinforce that it's listening to you. It's in it does not have command of its own. It is listening to your command. It will do anything you ask of it. And I tend to get so frustrated when people talk about the subconscious as if it's this thing rooted in such deep beliefs that it is unchangeable, it is unmovable. I get people beg me, how do I change my subconscious mind? It is so easy. It is a sponge, it is a little child that is listening to your command. And I cannot reinforce this enough. You have been making your subconscious out to be this scary monster that's as if it's in control of you. It's holding on to these belief systems from childhood, and it is enacting all of the things that you don't want. But it's not. Like, it's none of those things. Your subconscious it wants to change just as much as you do. Like, it has no preference. It does not do anything but listen to you. So what are you feeding your subconscious all day long? Are you feeding it that I have blocks? I have subconscious blocks, and I have to do all of this, healing work, this trauma work, this work to erase these beliefs, which are so hard. Like, it's so hard. Or are you saying, you know what, my subconscious, it is me. It is a reflection of me, and it is the thing that enacts my dreams. Like, it is the thing that puts into place all of the things that I desire, all of the things that I want. It is able to create such magic in my life. Like, what are you saying all day long? I want you to really take an honest look. In fact, a great way to test this is to get a little notepad, you know, get a pen or a pencil, bring it with you. And I want you to write down all of the thoughts you have during the day. And I want you to take an honest look at this. Like, if your thoughts are negative, don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid about of negative thoughts. I mean, there's this great misconception in manifesting that manifesting is all about adopting positive thoughts all day long, and that negative thoughts are the enemy. And that if you have negative thoughts, your subconscious will soak this up like a sponge and give you negative things. But this isn't true at all. Like, the subconscious is listening to your belief system. And you can be negative and have a good belief system. That is the great irony, because I'm sure you know a pessimistic person in your life right now who has a really amazing love relationship, who's worshiped, by their spouse, who has enough money, but yet they talk trash all day long. Why is this? It's because the things in their subconscious mind are that I am worth, these amazing experiences. I can talk trash and it doesn't matter. It's kind of like, I liken this to someone who holds the belief that they have a super fast metabolism. So they eat junk, they eat junk food, they eat fast food, they eat crap, they eat too many calories, but yet they stay thin. They've been thin their whole life. So why is this? It's because it's what their subconscious believes. And if you have experienced none of this, like, you've struggled with your weight, you've struggled with your love life, your money, like, you may start to think, well, my subconscious has picked up on these awful beliefs from childhood, the people in my life, my parents, my teachers, like, they instilled these terrible beliefs that my subconscious picked up, and now my subconscious has permanently adopted these things and will never leave them. Like, my subconscious thinks this is just me. But that is, like, the greatest lie ever, because your subconscious wants to change. Like, it wants to adopt new beliefs. The beliefs that it holds right now are not things that it's attached to, because the subconscious doesn't form attachments. Like, it is not going to hold on to something negative. It is not going to hold on to a lack belief, because the great secret is that lack beliefs actually hold less power, less weight than positivity. And I don't want this to get mixed up with the fact that I just said that positivity doesn't equal manifestation, but these abundant feelings are what you are. So the lack beliefs that your subconscious has picked up are the lie. The truth is that you are love, you are light, you are meant to experience the greatest form of bliss, heaven on earth, a magic every single day. But your subconscious has to understand that the the rest of it is the lie. So it's what you are feeding your subconscious all day long. You want to feed your subconscious this idea, I am worth it. I am able to change my future by not relying on my past as its truth. I need to have a clear awareness and understanding that my subconscious is movable, it's changeable. It is not something that holds on because it is not an entity that has power over me. My subconscious is an aspect of me. And if I am the most powerful creator in my world, then why wouldn't my subconscious change? Like, there's no reason to reinforce this idea that my subconscious has power and has control over what I can have. It is not, it is not mindlessly creating things that are not in your favor. So I want you to get still. I want you to start to observe your life in a way that is non emotional. The interesting thing is that we can use our emotions for good or we can use them to control us. And I tend to see great desires, things that people want so badly. And they let these things become so larger than life that their emotions get so carried away that they cannot think clearly. They cannot make decisions from a calm basis. And you will only align with your greatest desires and with your subconscious working for you if you can be calm. So I want you to right now take a moment to calmly observe the world around you. I want you to say these words with me that my current circumstances do not define my life, do not define what my subconscious believes to be true, and does not define what my tomorrows can be. You can wake up tomorrow and have your life be completely different in your favor. Like everything can change so substantially, even within a few hours, that you won't even remember that the life right now that you are living is something that was your truth. That is how fast things can move. Now, I want you to prove this to yourself by looking back in your past and remembering a time where your life changed drastically within a few hours. Now, unfortunately, you may remember things where your life changed for the worse within a few hours. I don't want you to be afraid of this, though. I want you to remember moments in your life where your life changed drastically. It's okay if it was bad, because I want you to prove to yourself that this can happen. Now, I want you to admit that it can actually happen for good reasons. Because, see, this is an abundant universe. So the fact that things that were bad happened to you, um, like that's not what's going to repeat in the future. Once you can align yourself with abundance and with this feeling of truth within you, I am love, I am light, I am source, I am the most creative entity in my life. I am creating a mirror around me, and I can create good things to happen that fast. Because goodness, the power of love, the power of God has so much more weight because that's what life is. The life around you is goodness, it's miracles, it's beauty, it's all of those things. So I want you to admit right now, my life can change within a few hours. My life can change within a few minutes. My life can change before this video ends. Now take a deep sigh of relief and devote yourself to feeling this truth, feeling this calm, because what I just told you right now probably felt very comforting, very calm. Some of you may have disbelieved it, but I I cannot shout this enough that this is truth. And when you can connect with this as much as possible, this truth within you. You can start seeing miracles unfolding in your life and you can start building momentum in the right direction. And then that momentum will snowball and it will start to multiply and you will start to feel better and you will start to connect with more of this truth. But the way you do it is by not emotionally getting tied up in your circumstances. Your subconscious will soak up everything like a sponge. So when you get emotionally carried away, it's going to further soak up this idea that your life sucks, that things aren't going to get better, that these circumstances are deep rooted and will never change. But they can change. They can change right now. Like you do not need a waiting period or a waiting process. Like the waiting process does not exist when you embody the idea of I am calm and I am going to calmly observe everything around me. Get out that notepad, start to write down the things that you reinforce throughout the day, and then ask yourself, why am I reinforcing this? Does this align with the highest and best version of me? Now, when you start this, you're going to start off slow, and that's okay. Like the first steps within the right direction, even if they are small steps, will be enough to create a breakthrough because you will be breaking away from the current set of repetitious patterns that you have been absorbing your subconscious in. You have been absorbing your subconscious in these repetitious ideas of these circumstances have control over me, they will never change, they're deep rooted in childhood. How do I fix my subconscious? My subconscious is controlling me, blah, blah, blah. No, none of that. We are going to take a deep sigh of relief. In fact, just breathe it with me right now. Like magic is in your fingertips. Your subconscious is magic. It is the universe. It is source energy. It is you. There is no separation. I know the world feels cold, like it feels like it is in control of you. That is an illusion. The world, magic, miracles, it's all in your fingertips. Like you are the most powerful creator the world has ever seen. You are your own creator. You can heal anything. Anything that is broken in your life, you can heal. You can receive a solution to any problem. It is you. Now, if your life sucks right now, please do not blame yourself. I know I'm reinforcing this idea that it's all you. And we tend to, when we hear this and it really strikes a chord within us, we're like, oh God, that means I created this mess in my life. And how horrible is that? Please don't go down that path. It doesn't matter. Like anything that came before, who cares? Let's just throw it all out. Let's release it. Who cares if your subconscious has been reinforcing these awful beliefs? Who cares? Let's just let it all go. Let's start fresh. Let's start new right now. Right now, the world is at your fingertips. Your subconscious right now, if you're really connecting with the words that I'm saying, it is like, yes, I am so ready. I am so ready to get online with what you want in life. Like your subconscious is cheering right now. Not that, again, not that it's an entity, but I like this idea of my subconscious like so excited because I mean, doesn't goodness just feel so much better? Like, who wants to be sad? Who wants to be dwelling in awful feelings? Like, that just doesn't feel good. That's not where I want to be. And again, it's not that sadness creates negative things in your life, but it's just like, I don't want to be there. Like, I don't want to be existing in that feeling. I want to be existing in a feeling of love, of miracles, of observing, this beauty around me. Get still, get calm, be the observer, and say to yourself, what small things can I change to better align with the best version of me? What is within my power? Because I guarantee you, if you start making these small changes in your life, you will then open up doors to larger things happening and unfolding in your life. Because Once we start with what is within our control, we open up doors to opportunity of things that were not within our control. The great secret is that when we get in line with this idea that the subconscious is listening to our command, we have the power to move mountains. We have the power to get still right now and to just start to create on such a beautiful level of such bliss, such magic, such happiness. I mean, doesn't that just make you want to smile right now? Doesn't that just make you feel so good? So we're no longer being wrapped up in emotions because we tend to get controlled by emotions because the circumstances in our life feel like they will never change, never. And so we get frustrated, we get angry. But that's all a lie. Like it could change now. Now. Okay, let's find a random quote. A random quote by, I don't know, Joseph Murphy. I'm going to find a quote right now that just aligns with this magic that I am feeling inside of me right now. Okay, here's a good one. Know that in your deeper mind are infinite intelligence and infinite power. That's a good one. As you sow in your subconscious mind, funny, I found something that has to do with the subconscious. So shall you reap in your body and environment. Now, what he didn't say in this quote is that the subconscious is movable, it's shapeable. It is you. It is an aspect of you. Creative intelligence is an aspect of you. The ego is an aspect of you. These are all aspects of you. Let's get another one. Oh, wait, here's another good one. All of us have our own inner fears, beliefs, opinions. These inner assumptions rule and govern our lives. A suggestion has no power in and of itself. Its power arises from the fact that you accept it mentally. Okay, I do think there's more to say in another video, but I'm going to leave you with this. Do not try to control your mind. Do not adopt a so-called mental diet. The idea of a diet feels so restrictive. It feels so hard. Let's just instead get calm, calm and still. Be the observer of what comes automatically into our minds. Then let's non-emotionally observe it instead of blaming it and saying, well, these ideas that are arising in my mind, this is the reason why I have these bad things in my life. Let's not do that. Instead, let's just observe and let's be like, I wonder if I could gently stop giving this idea so much power and so much weight in my life. And what if I just adopted this calm more throughout the day, even if you just adopt a calm blankness in your life? Because you are love, you are light, you are perfection. And if you just simply act calm, that beautiful power will overcome you on such a level that you will feel the magic of the universe creating within you. Your subconscious will love. I mean, it will just soak it up. And all of those old beliefs, they'll just leave. They will just no longer be a part of you anymore. And you will be embodying this in such a truth that your mirror reflection will change instantly.